learners, and today I've got a pretty interesting one for you guys. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm actually recording on my Samsung Galaxy S3 running CM13 or something like that. It's running CyanogenMod ROM. So today I've got an interesting one for you guys. I'm actually going to be showing you how to install a new operating system onto an existing PC using a rooted Android device. So we can see right here, see if I can focus in right here, that I've actually got my rooted Asus Zenfone 2. Pretty nice device if you ask me. So let's see if I can get focused in here. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is first we're going to want to download the image that we want. We can see I'm going to be installing Zorin, the Core Edition. So what you want to do is you want to set it up and you want to do it as let's see, I don't know if I got that on camera. So you want to do it as a CD-ROM, so just click the CD-ROM. Alright, you can see here, this is the only thing connected to this laptop here. So we see it's the only thing connected. We have no USBs in the sides anywhere. Just my Asus Zenfone 2. Alright, so then you want to boot up your laptop, and then you want to go into your boot menu. For me it's F12. Okay, so then we go here, and then you click on the device. Okay, so we see here it's bringing it up now. Once again, sorry for the shakiness. I have yet to eat lunch today. Alright, and we see there that it's actually booting up in Zorin. And this system actually has Kali Linux 2.0 installed on it, similar to this one over here. But this one we're going to be switching over to Zorin, so that way we can run some Windows applications. So that way we have two different styles of operating systems, one that runs Windows, one that runs Kali Linux. Alright, and then I'll walk you through the installation process here. It's pretty simple. You can see I always keep my webcam taped off. It's always a smart idea. And there's no microphone on this system, so I don't have to worry about taping that off as well. We can see it was originally a Windows system, so we can see the Windows sticker right there. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and come back when the installation begins. Alright, so we see it's bringing up a menu now. Alright, and we see it actually boot into Zorin. It's actually running a live version of Zorin here. So that's pretty neat. But that's not exactly what we want here. So we'll wait for this to come up. Alright, and we don't want to just try Zorin, we want to install it. And remember, the only thing I have connected here is just my Asus Zenfone 2. If I can bring the cord up here. It's the only thing. See, we're running from a live. If I can get that focused in. See, Zorin OS 11. Okay. And we see that we're getting connected here. And there's no other devices connected. And this method does require a rooted Android device. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get connected real quick, and then I'll come back. So then after you've signed into your Wi-Fi network, you're going to get another menu. It says preparing to install. For best results, please ensure that this computer has at least 2.8 gigs of available disk drive, is plugged into a power source, and is connected to the internet. So we made sure that all that is established there. So then go ahead and hit continue. And then we just wait for that to load up. And also this is a great way to install new operating systems as well. Let's see, do we want to install it alongside, or erase the disk. Let's see, we want to completely install a fresh operating system because Kali Linux is pretty good, but as I said before, I have Kali Linux over here and I actually don't need it on two systems. So we'll go ahead and erase disk and install Zorin. And you can also choose to encrypt the new Zorin installation for security. I'm not going to worry about that too much because I could do all that myself later. Let's see, and then just go ahead and click continue or install now. Okay, so then let's see, write the changes to the disk. If you continue, the changes listed below will be written to the disk otherwise. Okay, blah blah blah, bunch of crap. Okay, then select your region. Looks like that's pretty close. It's close enough. Okay, and then you select what language you want. For me it's going to be English and United States English. I don't need any of that other stuff. Okay, and then go ahead and fill all this out. I'll be right back when I'm done with this. Alright, and then when you get all this filled out, just click continue. As you can see, I'm using Acer Aspire 1. It's actually a pretty good little laptop. It's probably getting a little tired of changing operating systems all the time. Alright, I want to see this is starting to go now. And remember, to use this method, you just need a rooted Android device, and I'm using DriveDroid, as you can see there. It's pretty easy to set up too. Just follow the setup wizard when trying to get it connected to your laptop or PC. So from there it's pretty easy to get it going, and then you just plug it into your computer, restart, go into your boot menu, which for me was F12, and then from there you can begin installing or run a live version of whatever operating system that you chose. Now let's take another look at this real quick. So if you want to choose a different operating system, there's actually a bunch to choose from. Let's see, you can go to download, and then you can see if we can get focused a little better here. Maybe. I'm trying, I swear. Okay, so anyway, we can see it's got Arch Linux, can't really read those too well, BBQ Linux, a boot repair disk, Clonezilla, Debian, Fedora, FreeBSD, Fuduntu, FreeDOS, Xbox, Gentoo, Gparted. So there's a whole bunch of them you can choose from. There's Kali Linux, Kubuntu, Linux Lite, Linux Mint. I don't know if you can read any of those. See if we can get focused in a little better here. So there's just a whole bunch of them. And then further down the list at the very bottom is where Zorin is. That's what I'm using. Oh, now there we go. We get focused. So we can see here. These are all the different operating systems that you could choose from. There's even Tails, if you're a fan of Tails, which I just so happen to be as well. So we can see there's a huge list of different operating systems that you can choose from. And if you want to test out the system before you install it, we've seen at the beginning of installing Zorin that we were able to run a live version of it just to get a feel, but as I said before, I wanted it already. So we'll go ahead and come back when this is done installing. I'll give you guys a little small tour real quick. Alright, so we see it's almost done copying the files now. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that once it's all finished. Hopefully it finishes very, very soon, so I don't have to pause on you guys again. And we can see too over here on this side of the screen some of the different applications that come with it, like different things that you could do as far as changing the look and everything. So our installation here of Zorin has completed, so now it's time to restart the laptop. So just go ahead and click on restart, and then now we can unplug our USB device here. And let me be a little more clear here. There's no disk tray on this laptop, so that way you can see that I legitimately installed Zorin using a rooted Android device. So we see there's no disk tray at all whatsoever on this laptop. Okay, so now we just wait for it to reboot. So I'll go ahead and come back when that's rebooted. Alright, so we're rebooted here, and then just go ahead and put in your password and sign in again. And don't fret the first time you reboot after installing a new OS. It actually took close to 5 minutes for it to reboot on me. So altogether the entire process took about 40 to 45 minutes just to install the operating system and get it all set up the way you want it to be. So don't worry too much if it takes a long time for your system to reboot. Usually that's kind of normal the first time in rebooting, after installing a fresh operating system. Okay, so I gotta put in my password real quick. Sorry, I'm doing all this one-handed. Okay. Yes, I'm sure. Updating repositories. So I see it's updating a few things after the first install. So let's go ahead and just take a look real quick around here, see what all is going on. So we see we've got a few different things here. We've got our accessories, games, graphics. Let's check out the graphics here. So we see it's just a few simple things. Okay. Let's see, sound and video, system tools, let's take a look at that. Admin, preferences, add-on, disk usage, power statistics. Okay, let's open that back up here. So with the power statistics, that's where you can change how long your screen is up and everything. Usually it's the battery settings. That looks a little different here. That's okay. I'll connect to the internet here in a minute. So we see there's a lot of different settings in here. AC adapter, processor. Okay, that's pretty neat. Keeps track of all that for us. Alright, then we've got our places, software center. Let's see. System settings. Okay, so we see we have a display, mouse, touchpad, and this one you can change because right now I'm using the touchpad down here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just using this and I just click like so. Alright, go back to all settings here, and then we can go in here into appearance, and from here we can change our wallpaper, change the background, zoom, display. We could even download new ones. I kind of like that right there. That's nice, I like that. Okay. Change keyboard settings. Let's see, let's change the brightness here a little bit. Well, maybe not the brightness, but let's set this to never, because I don't like it when my screen shuts off on me when I'm trying to do something. Language and support, online accounts, security, privacy, text entry, Bluetooth, color, display, keyboard, mouse, network, power, printer, sound, tablet, backup, details, firewall, software and updates, time and date, universal, and users. So let's take a look at the details here. Let's see, I've only got 3.7 gig RAM. Okay. 310 gigabyte hard disk. Let's see, here we could change our browsers and everything. All that looks good for now. Let's see, removable media, we don't have anything in there right now. We don't even have a disk tray on this. We'll go ahead and start a backup real quick. Doesn't take a whole lot of disk space. I'll go ahead and do that later because it looks like I need to change a few settings before I can do that. Alright, so let's take a look at a few other things. Let's see what's under accessories. Make sure I have a good view of what's actually going on here. Alright, and there you have it, guys. That's how you install a new operating system using a rooted Android device. So we went from using our device here to installing Zorin 11 core system here. So if you like this video, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, keep learning.